So this is a video on changing the front wheel bearing hub assembly on a 2012 Nissan Frontier. I couldn't find a video, so I'm going to make my own. So if you're like me, you either think you can do this, so you're trying it, that's why you're looking it up, or like me, your dad tells you can do this, so you're doing it because he says you can do it. So the first thing you need to do is jack up your front tire and remove the tire and wheel. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do here, and I'll just sort of show it to you in stages as I go along. This is my first time doing this, so you're seeing it first. So if it works for me, then you should be able to do it as well. So once you have the wheel off, you'll need to get the brake caliper assembly off. There are two bolts, one on the top right here, and then there's one like it, just like that, on the bottom. Point to it for you. Right there. There's the other one right there. Or actually, sorry about my finger being in the way. Right here. So you'll have two bolts to get that off. I'm going to use a air gun to get it off. It's a 19mm socket to get that off. Alright, so once you get this off, you take the whole assembly off. It might be easier to take the brake pads off first rather than the whole assembly. You have to decide. You'll probably want some help with this. Make sure you have some wire or something to tie this up so you don't do like I did this first time and have it drop on you. So that's the first part. Next part we're going to do is we're going to take this cotter pin, bend it, and get it off here. We have to get this big nut off here that holds the axle on. So we have to get this off of here. So you'll need a pretty big socket to get this off. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to bend it, and then I'll let you know what socket I used and how easy it was to come off.
What are you doing?
So I got it off here with a air impact wrench. It's a 32mm socket that you need to get this off. We're going to leave it off just a little bit, or leave it on rather, just a little bit here on the ends, because what we need to do is, my dad said we need to beat this in a little bit.
Not hard.
Not hard. We just need to pound it in, but you don't want to pound it just on the threads so that you mess up the end of the threads. So either take a block of wood and put over the end of it, or leave the nut on to be able to tap on the nut to be able to pound this out a little bit to unseat it from the spline gear that's in there. Alright, so we pounded this just a little bit, not too far, just maybe an inch or so that we beat it in. So now we need to come to the back side of here, and there are 4 bolts that hold it, one on top, one on bottom here, that hold the wheel hub assembly on from the back. So we're going to try an air ratchet first, see if that works with extension. If not, then we're going to have to go with a conventional type of socket to try to get these 4 off so that we can get this assembly off. So we're going to do that, and then we'll let you know where we are from there. Alright, so I got all 4 of these out. There's 4 bolts. They're 17mm. Could not use an air ratchet, so I just used a series of regular sockets with an extension to be able to get into these from behind.
Daddy,
Disclaimer, I'm from the south, so mine are not as corroded, so they came out with just regular hand pressure. My dad, however, gave me a bar to put on the end of the socket in order to do it, in case I needed to make a breaker bar out of it. So that is the next part. You're going to need to disconnect the ABS wire, and it's looped through here, connects right here, connects right here, and then comes down, comes through, and actually comes through here. You can see if I can do it. Connects right here onto the assembly. This is already on the new hub assembly that I got. So here's a new hub assembly. You can see that the wire is already attached to it. This is for your ABS sensor, and it's got all the grommets and everything for you to put back in. I got these. I bought Moog ones. Thought they're a little bit better. Came with a little bit better warranty. Got them from Rock Auto. Saved myself probably almost $100 on each one over Auto Zone or Advanced Auto. So now comes the part where I'm going to have to get this hub assembly off the wheel or off the suspension. So that'll be the next part. I will tell you how that goes as soon as I get my dad back. He's in the house. So here's my next part of the video. Alright, so here I am with the wheel bearing off. Here's the wheel bearing right here, the assembly. What I did was just on this side of it, right here, I just used a hammer and beat that side, and then on the right side, and the dust shields on it has this little hole right here. I poked through. So for the other side I used this so I could extend it through and beat on it with a hammer so I could tap it out from both sides. And it just came out, and there it is, old assembly. Now it's just going to be reversing the process, I guess. I'm going to wait for my dad still and then see what I do from here. Well, I need to clean this up a little and then put it back on. You will need to, one thing you're going to need to do is get a torque spec for this. I looked it up, and for this nut, mine says 101 foot-pound torque to put the nut back on here. And then if all goes well, I'm going to go ahead and tackle the other side. Seems I had this, going to see if I can do it and save myself a ton of money, because the cheapest I could get for one side was going to be $450. Right now I have $120 for the assembly that I bought, plus shipping, and then just my time. So hopefully this will help you if you're going to try this. Alright, so this is what it looks like when it's all put back together again. Got the rotor, got the caliper assembly back on. Last thing I need to do is tighten down this main nut on here. Back to 101 pounds foot torque. That's what I read online, so I hope that's right. You may want to verify that. Reran the new ABS cable, and everything's back together. So not a hard job. Recommend maybe having a helper with you just for part of it, and save yourself some money. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. All in all, trying to figure it out this first time, never having done it before. Probably took me a couple hours, start, stop, figure things out. But should be able to, it's an hour time frame for the mechanic, so you should be able to do it in a little bit more than that. So that is it. I hope this helps you.